to the Riptide, making your way to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. Hey everyone, welcome back to the 20-hour ukulele challenge, and today we're going to do Riptide by Vance Joy. Probably the most famous ukulele song ever, or it's definitely up there. And yeah, this is the first time we're going to jump into groovy strumming patterns, so yeah, let's get to it. The chords to this song aren't super duper hard. The strumming is a little more challenging, but the chords are pretty easy. So if you've done anything, you'll know these all. But we're going to do some different fingerings. We're going to do A minor first, and we're going to do it with the index finger. We're going to do index finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. And check and make sure everything's open and clear. My dog has fleas, you know the drill. And we're going to slide that over one string and make our triangle shape to make G. And this is usually our really kind of strong fingering of G. So a lot of people should find this physically a little easier than some of the other ones. Index 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Ring finger 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Middle finger 2nd fret of the 1st string. I'll give you a little closer look at this guy. Just take a little bit of time, try to get that version of it down. And you'll find it moves really easily from the A minor. So work on that transition a bit if you need to. And then you just move the ring finger over, boom, and you're at C. Those are the only 3 chords you use for most of the song. Again, you can do another fingering of G if you want, but that one is, I think, the strongest for this song, and it's also a fun new variation if you're looking for a new way to play G. Most of you probably aren't looking for it. You're probably like, I just got the one way right, and now you want to give me another one? Well, yeah, I'm going to push you, because I think y'all can do it, because you're amazing. Okay. So if you're up for that, whichever version of G you decide to use is fine. Now, the key to this cycle of this song is it's almost the same thing the entire song. What happens is you play kind of a pattern on A minor, a pattern on G, and then 2 patterns on C. So you can kind of get the idea just brushing the chords like that to get a sense of what the loop is like. And if I sort of start with the words a little bit, you'll get an idea. I was scared of dentists and the dark. See again. Scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green. You're the magician's assistant in their dreams, etc., etc. So that's most of the song. The verses and the choruses are all like that. The bridge is different, but we'll get to that later when we get to it. So the next thing we're going to try to get is the strumming. Now, if you watched my video on the life-saving pattern, you can use that. Of course, if you want links to like the tabs for this and for all the other things in this series, you can use the description box below to find it all on my website. It's all free, so don't hesitate to use it. But you can use the life-saving pattern for this song if you want to. But now I'm going to teach you the actual pattern that Vance Joy uses in this song, and it goes like this. It's down, down, skip, up, down, up. So he's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's the trick that throws off most people. Is he goes down on the 3, but he doesn't hit the strings. So he basically goes down, down, skip, up, down, up. So that's the real key thing. So see, we're going to start with that. I'm going to play that sort of slowly and try to speed it up. I want to see how long you can stay with me. It's going to be your challenge. And I'm going to do it just with open strings here. So I'm just going to be like this. Down, down, skip, up, down, up. Just like so. And now we're going to start it extra slow. I'm going to count you in once. 1 bar to count in, and we're going to go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here we go. Down, down, skip, up, down, up, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, a little faster. 1, and 2, and 3, and want to keep practicing that, you can go back and use this video, use the YouTube app to speed it up. And keep pushing yourself faster. It's a super useful thing to practice. And the other little subtle thing about this song that's really useful is to accent the 2 and the 4. This is going to be true of most of the songs we still do in the series, is you really want to accent the 2 and the 4. So you'll kind of listen to me like doing this sort of flat. If I make all the strokes the same, versus that second one's a little bit groovier. It's just a very, very subtle, like, most of these strokes are just a little softer, like soft, loud, soft, loud, soft, soft, loud, soft, loud, soft, soft, loud, soft, loud, soft, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so you see how I put a little bit more energy on the 2 and the 4 going down, and it really helps to count out loud with your mouth. While you do that, it actually helps your brain do it when you say it. So some people will struggle to say the words at first, but once you get it engaged there, it actually helps a lot of people. So I highly recommend trying that. And if you want, I'll play the pattern one time at kind of a medium speed with the counting and the accents on 2 and 4. And if you need to, you can speed that up or slow it down to practice at the speed you need. But with every song we do, I recommend practicing these dynamics because you probably won't get it right away. Most people really take a little bit of time. They got to do 3 or 4 songs at least that use these types of dynamics and really, really push themselves to be really tight with them. But after you do it with a couple of songs, you'll start to get used to it and get really good at it, and it makes your playing so much groovier. So here we go. The pattern with the dynamics at a medium speed, and then we're going to go on to the bridge. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 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 1. So go ahead, repeat that as many times as you need to feel like you've started to at least lock it in. You don't have to have it all the way up to speed, but try to work it and speed it up a little bit. Okay. Awesome. Now that you've made some headway on that, let's look at the bridge. The bridge is pretty similar to the rest of the song. The strumming doesn't change, but the chord progression changes a bit. So we're going to start on our A minor on the index finger again. And next we're going to have a G. So now we're going to have a C. And then we're going to kind of do-si-do these fingers to get to an F. And then we're going to find ourselves back at A minor. And you can do one of two things. You can either kind of stay with this finger and then kind of do-si-do or to get to that G, or what you can do is when you're on this F chord, you can kind of sneak this finger away early and then play A minor that way so you can get to the G easier. It really is whatever works best for you. There's a couple ways to get through this, but I recommend making a decision. Really try to crystallize one path to get through this so that you can get through it more consistently when you do it. As you get better, you can shuffle a bunch of things around. For now, decide one fingering you're going to use. If you're going to kind of like shuffle this finger in, or if you're going to switch to that finger and then either use a different fingering of G or shuffle your fingers around to get to that G, whichever works for you. Just pick one fingering and use it. Okay, so again, the chords for the bridge are A minor to G to C to F. And you basically just do 2 patterns on each chord. So if our pattern is down, down, skip, up, down, switch to the next chord, G, up, down, to C, to F, and then you do it again, whole thing again, A minor, second pattern, to G, C, down, skip, up, down, skip, up, down, F. And then we go back into the verse. I swear she's destined for the screen, and so on and so forth. So, if you know that much, you pretty much know the whole song. So what I'm going to do to kind of wrap this whole thing up is I'm going to play the song at speed. I'm not going to play the whole song. I'm not going to play every word of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the first verse. I'm going to do, what does it start? I was scared of dentists and the dark. I'll do all that. Ooh, they come unstuck. And I'm going to do kind of a pause there before the chorus, because that's what they do. And the pauses are really good in this song. So I'm going to do those two. And there's sort of a pause like that right after the bridge. You'll see what I mean. It's really simple. Just try to catch it as we go. And I'll do the verse, that pre-chorus, the chorus, the part where we go, lady, running down to the Riptide. I'll do that part. Then I'm going to go to the bridge. I'm not going to do the second verse. I'm just going to go right to I just wanna know if you're gonna stay. We'll go to that part next, and then I'm going to end it with I swear she's destined for the screen. Closest thing to Michelle Pfeiffer that you've ever seen. And one last chorus. Lady, running down to the Riptide. That'll be kind of the form of the song. And this will give you some practice changing forms and thinking about the song in a little bit more detail. It's not exactly what's on the original record, but it really challenges you to think, which is really what I try to get people to do in this course, is to think about what's in the music. Why is it there? And for the purposes of this, I really want you to just get better at thinking about the music. So there's your challenge. See if you can stay with my form, play with it a few times if you need to get it down, and then when you go play with the record or you go play with your friends, figure out how to adapt the parts that we learned to what are there. It's a really, really good exercise. So here we go. Start at the beginning. Intro. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I swear she's destined for the screen. Closest thing to Michelle Pfeiffer that you've ever seen. Lady, running down to the Riptide, making her way to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you sing that song, and I lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Yeah. So there you go. There's a version of Riptide. If you need to practice this with it slowed down, if not, try another song that is also in this series that uses these funky strumming patterns. It'll make you better every song you do. So look forward to seeing you soon and hope you're taking the 20-hour ukulele challenge. Catch you later. Bye-bye.